Good evening all, hope we are doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Long intro. Yes, a long break, a long pause there, a long black screen. Right, we are right on cue for this start of this lobby though, as it hits 0 straight away. We're going to keep ourselves up in this top corner. Let me know what you think of this and whether it looks any better, or whether I'm out of the way a little bit more or what. Let me know though. Move this mic a little, see what you think. Do let me know, sound wise, all that good stuff. I'm hoping for 2 good races tonight. We've got time for 2 races. This one now, and then the 9 PM slot in a little bit as well. John, how we doing? I was not far off being sick, John. I will be honest. Can't see the quality time. It is the same at the moment. It's the 7:54.219. I'm assuming you had a safe enough trip back yesterday, John. Hopefully the traffic wasn't too bad. Right then. Final races of the week. We're going to do this race in the Supra, and then I hope, John, that we can try, well, I don't know, maybe we could try the GTR again in the hope that we get some rain, or we could try a different car, but I want to do something strong enough that I think we could potentially win a race in, which is why I went for the Supra for this first one, just to play it safe. Fingers crossed here though. We got rain on the way. Heavy rain potentially as well if that hits us. We will see. Right then, this race, this combo this week has been absolutely awesome. It has been awesome. It's produced some of the best races that we've had, I would say ever, but at the very least in a long, long time on Gran Turismo. And it's been one of the best weeks of racing I think that we have ever had. We've live streamed every night this week. We've done at least 2 races on most of the streams, except for yesterday, where I stupidly decided to live stream in VR for the first time. 6 laps of the Nurburgring, that was rough. Or I certainly felt rough by the end of it. Honestly, it took a couple of hours before I wasn't feeling that sort of seasickness kind of uneasiness. That literally did last for a few hours after the stream. We got this chap in the Porsche, so we know instantly, as we are in the Supra, where both of our strengths and weaknesses, or the cars at least, strengths and weaknesses, are going to be. Porsche for the corners, Supra for the straights. The M6, the only if it rains in the M6, I had a disastrous race in the M6 because I was not very good in it, but if we actually just used traction control, or maybe just drove sensibly, who knows? Lots of people were doing really, really well in that car, so it was obviously a me problem, a skill issue, not a car issue. Right, we are definitely going to be pitting at some point in this race, I would have thought, looking at the weather at the start there. Right, closing up a little bit on the Porsche. Oh, I tell you what, let's keep an eye on this rain, because this might actually hit earlier than we think. I thought we'd get at least 1 lap in, which I hope or think that we will do, but it might hit and need to pit at the end of this lap. It might hit in time for the 2nd lap. Let's keep a check. TCR going good. How are we doing? Hope we are all well. Welcome along, welcome along. Tickets all booked up for British Touring Car Championship on Sunday at Donington as well, 1 week today. Cannot wait for that. Picture and sound good. Good. Good, good, good. Here we go. Oh, no. Do we think we ran wide there just a little bit? Just a smidge wide there. Danny up top here is a very quick racer. We've been in a couple of races with him. He has won some this week as well. Very, very quick driver. He'll be favoured in the next couple of sectors of track, to be fair, in the Porsche. But we're going to do our very best to try and close back up. Especially considering we might be pitting end of this lap to go on to some inters. Right, look at this rain here. The rain that's going to hit the track first looks like it will be light. I don't think any of those cells, rain cells, will hit the track on that first lap. Do we take the gamble and stay out? Or do we go on to the inters? We will have to pit to inters in this race. It's just whether or not we do it the next lap, or whether the rain will be, or the standing water will be enough to get through on slicks. I realised as well, by the way, just how good and quick my lap time was in the RS01. That 7:54 proving very difficult to beat. Right, is Danny going to pit here? There's no rain hitting the track at the moment. I think realistically you've probably got to gamble and stay out, don't you? be more time lost if you went in now, I think. Right, rain hitting the top of the track now, which means it's going to have 4 minutes of rain without any cars driving over it before we get up there. So we've got to be really careful when we do. That's heading up to carousel kind of area. That's where we need to be very careful when we arrive. .8. The Porsche is definitely pulling away. This rain's moving over the track pretty quick here. Oh, we got a big rain cell there. I don't think anybody's came in, which is fortunate because we've got a big rain cell here. That might actually, now that we look at it, it might just catch the track at a sector we're at. We got to hope that it doesn't. Right, keeping an eye on this. What do we think of us moving the screen, webcam, and us being up in the top right of the video? Does that make much difference for you guys? Do you prefer it? Do you not? I've inverted the image so that I'm facing the other way, otherwise it would look like I'm looking off the screen. Plus, in my head, it makes more sense to be facing this way. Otherwise, the turning of the wheel would appear opposite to what it is, which would does my head in on some streams and some cams. Oh, this is going to be such a sketchy. Right, we're still good for the moment, but this is going to be a really sketchy last few sectors. Genuinely, anybody who's went in on inters, the problem that they've got is it was probably still too early for inters, meaning that by the time they actually get to the wet parts of the track, they will have burnt them up so much that they will become now a set of slicks. Right, this is where we got to be really careful now. Understeer is definitely going to be a thing, and it's going to be a big thing and a big problem, as we see there. P2's gone off, P1 has also gone off, but we've been okay. We're going to try and have to, oh my god, no, not in the wet, not in the wet, on slicks. Do we want to try going around the outside here? It's just about dry enough. He keeps it in front, he keeps it in front. main thing we're watching. We're just going to miss that rain cell there, I think. I went... Oh, no. Honestly, there's grip here, but trying to get the car away... There's more than enough grip there, but trying to get the car away in those lower gears. That's it, look at that, 30-second... Oh, you... It's the big corrections in the wet that really messes it up for you. Look at that, we've gone to the back of the grid. How's everybody else kept a hold of it? Well, they haven't actually, that's the point, but... Oh! Connection issue there. Yeah, probably should have been on a higher traction control setting. Right, look at this water here though. That's dark blue patches. I actually think we want to go on to the wets. Do we think? That's heading straight for us. I think we go on to the wets here. Full wets. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Oh! We'll have that. Oh, he gets back round. Lovely. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm going to go full wet. I'm going to go full wet. Yeah, I'm going to go full wet. Yeah, definitely not heavy enough for wets at the moment, but that blue, those blue cells of rain clouds on the radar, I think will absolutely make it full wets soon enough. Hopefully we can just sort of cut through the grid a little bit. Having a great race with Michael here. I presume, though, he is on the inters. Definitely not wet enough for wet at the moment, but I'm banking on the second half of this lap. Right, here we go. This is hopefully where the wet weather tyres, the full wet, start to come into play. Danny in the lead of this race, 44.8 seconds up the road. Right, definitely wet enough and enough standing water for wets here. I was just going to say that guy I know is on slicks because he stayed out. Right, keeping a check on this rain here. We want to see where those blue clouds are coming, if at all. Cheech, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. Xenophon as well, good evening. Right. Those blue rain cells, look. They're definitely hitting the track. The guys on inters. Someone's coming in. P2 coming in off of the inters. Danny's gone straight on. He's carrying on. Sticking with the inters. I think we were one of few people to gamble on the wets. I think in this first half of the track it's going to definitely prove, hopefully anyways, because we've made the wrong decision on tyres every single time, every single race. Hopefully it proves to be the right decision. What was that? What was that? That was a complete lock up there and just sent it the wrong way. And now we have to work extra hard to make up any time. Hopefully P1 makes a few more mistakes. 46 seconds is the gap. We made up 4 seconds to him on the last lap. And we just thrown that and more away. Touched the paint. Ah, maybe I did, yeah. Felt like I just locked the tyres up completely, but yeah. Maybe hit that white line on the left-hand side. I think if you can just survive on the inters, on what's going to be some really, really wet patches of track, I think if you can just survive on the inters, it might be the better shout overall. Because I think then, not that the track's going to dry, but the rain's going to get a bit lighter, I think. Is it though? Look at this bigger patch right on top as well. I think maybe for the first time all week we've made the right decision. I haven't completely ballsed up the pit stop tyre choice. .5. Right, we're back down to the same gap that we had before we ran off at turn 1. We're definitely gaining on him, but we just can't throw away big chunks of time like we did at the start of this lap. 41.7. 37.8. There's 2 seconds gained. .39. This is, look at this, look at this. Definitely heavier rain here. Super slow around here. Yeah, this is proper rain now, definitely. Could have took a lot more speed through there. Still went way quicker than a couple of people up front though, because we've gained so much. Definitely quicker and easier up top in this rain. Go. 37 the gap. 36. The rest of this track is also going to get hit by that huge dark blue rain cloud, rain cell. It's not quite tipping it over 2/3 of the meter, but general rule is once it's above that, it's full wets, and if it's under, it's inters. But I'd say we're cutting through this water a lot better on the wets at the moment. Catching up to people a lot better too. We've took 10 seconds out of the leader's time. Can we get back up to the top of the grid? We started P2. We soon gave away a position. And then as soon as the rain came, we gave away plenty more. I think a few people might consider dropping onto the wets now. Even on the wets, it's still pretty lethal. High gear, low revs, absolutely. 37.8 to the lead. He's staying out. I think he's staying out because he's looking at the huge gap that he's got at the moment, but someone like us on the wets are absolutely closing in. Right. P8's gone into the pits. Staying off the paint. If that's what we've done before. Oh, sliding our way through that one. Oh, all of us, 3 of us there, struggling to make both corners for that chicane. Round the outside we get that. Wet tyres doing us the mighty favour there. Alright, 35.9. We've not gained as much. We've not gained as much to the leader as I thought we maybe would have done on this lap, considering the rain that just hit the track. Now, look at this. We've got a small dry spell. Now, I think that will favour the Inters slightly, as the racing lines are starting to form very quickly. But with a bit of luck, that dry spell will be back to rain by the time we actually start another lap. Look at this glorious sun now for the next few minutes. Still gaining time to the leader, which is now Michael, no longer Danny up top. Now it's in as, to be honest. Now it definitely is in as. We're just going to have to do the last lap on the wets though and just hope for the best. But of all the races that we've done this week, we've done so many. Not one yet have I managed to get absolutely bang on, which is what we kind of like. But you think, God, my luck must be due soon, surely. Maybe it's this very last race that we're going to go on after this, but 25.1 to the leader. Such a big gap that, even on the Nurburgring. You've not had a win all week either, John. It's very difficult, isn't it? Should we come in? Should we come in onto the Inters? Do we think, or should we just hang out on the wets in hope? Stay out, yeah. Straight on, straight on. I was on the dry, or the dry air line, and then just went straight over the water. Right, our only saving grace might be that P1, even though we've had rain and people will not be using as much fuel. I can only hope that he is in the thirstiest car of the lot, and we'll still need to fuel save or potentially run out of fuel before the end of the race. Right, we can see P3 there though. If we can try and just have one or two of them make a slight mistake, or hey, if we could just catch up to them on our own accord, that would be tremendous, but we'll not do it like that, will we? Commentator's curse, talking about other people making mistakes, and I will make one myself. Signature move, absolutely. Just as I say, maybe we can get past them on our own accord, with our own skill, our own ability. 188 through the chicane. Almost 188 there as well. Keep committed though. pretty much on the verge of slicks again now. Tell you what, if there was one more lap of this race, I think I've said that on so many occasions, but one more lap of this race, it would have been very interesting to see if anyone would have took the gamble, because I would have had to. I would have had to have gone on to slicks, because there's no way we could do wets for another lap with the track in this condition. Right, it's going to be a P6 for us then. Must go prepare. Good stuff, James. Look at that, we're going to finish about 34.5 seconds off the leader though. Which is just crazy. Those silly, silly mistakes cost you so much time. It is unbelievable. P6 it is. Look at that. In the rain though. Just goes to show how good the 911 is. Top 4 all in the post. Yeah, we can have a look at the Genesis if you want. We've got to think though, this is going to be the last race. Last race of the night, last race of the entire week, and last race for a long time. Before we have the Nurburgring come up again. So what car's it going to be? We got 2 minutes to decide. Do we want to go for the Hyundai for the Genesis? Is that what we're going for, John? Or do you want to try and hope for rain if we go in the GTR? What do we reckon? We got 1 minute to decide. Or GTR. Up to me. I was going to do heads or tails, but... The only other car I thought about was the 650. We haven't tried the Lexus either. That's the only other car that we haven't tried this week. Right, first person to comment, that is the car we go with. Jose or Jose says the Hyundai. We got the Hyundai then. The Z4. Nope. Right, how good is this car? Oh my God. How lethal is this car, more to the point? And is it actually a good car, or have we picked... Have you deliberately given me something rubbish? For a laugh. I have a feeling you've given me this for a laugh. Right, we start P3. Awesome on GT Sport 4 years ago. 4 years ago it was mega. I agree, on GT Sport, absolutely unmatched. Tremendous car on GT Sport. Is it going to be any good on here? I have a feeling no. It's wild. Certainly is. Just found that out. Do we have any race? Oh, thank God it's a dry race. Right. See, if we had done the GTR, we would have had no rain again. Right, we're in the Genesis, the Hyundai Genesis, based on John's recommendation. Now I wasn't sure if this was a mick take or if this was a genuine suggestion. 1 minute and 11 seconds of practice, and I realised it was a mick take. James says short shift is my advice, and Shadow says pick a different car would be his advice. How badly wrong can this race go? We've got the podium. Can we hold on to it? That's the question, and that's what we want to try and do. We wheel spin literally immediately. Look at that, they fly off out of turn one. In the Porsche, that's what we should have been in. We had our best race result in the Porsche. Why didn't I go back to Porsche? Why was I stupid? Right, on a serious note though, I tell you where this car is better. I just noticed that straight away. Third gear onwards. That sort of speed range, the acceleration is tremendous, whereas in the Porsche it does drop off, because we just noticed there so many times. I know they've had different exits and whatnot, but look at that, from third gear onwards, look how much time we gain to the Porsches. Which means there's going to be certain sectors of track where this car, I think, will be very, very good. Those medium to high speed sections where we then got big runs out of and big accelerations out of, that's what we have to be relying on pretty much. Now, I'm going to try my best to have a look at fuel as soon as I can do. We've got two Porsches up ahead that are running away with it almost already though. Very, very lively car this, even in third gear out of some of these corners. Right, fuel. We're going to have to, what do we have to decide straight off what we're going to do. Are we going to try and pit or no? Or are we going to try and fuel save? Because we need to decide from the very start of this race. So let's make a decision now. What do we reckon? Quick vote in the chat. One stop or save fuel? John saying save fuel. Oh, what's this guy in here? Beside me here. What's he in? I can't quite see. Oh, he's also in the Porsche. Oh, that's disappointing. Right, I think we'll struggle to save fuel in this. Genuinely, we will struggle so much to save fuel in this. I can just tell already. We've not got enough. Well, we've got enough, but I just don't think that fuel saving is going to be the way to go. Look at where we are now. We've got 8% more to get ourselves around the rest of the lap. We're going to have to pit because fuel saving will just take too much time away from us. Right, so pit stop it is, unfortunately. Because that then basically means we've got to push for 6 whole laps. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to save that fuel. I've short shifted for that first half of that lap, and we've got 5% fuel to get us through the rest of the lap. It takes 5% once you get on to the back straight. Oh, just not getting enough straight line speed here either. Right, a corner like this is where I think we would benefit, look, so coming out of here, the acceleration of third gear onwards, and I am absolutely disproven by that theory. No, we're not, there we go. We gain a smidge. Oh my god. Ah! That the Porsche's just too good round here. Porsche just loves the Nurburgring. And by the way, if they're fuel saving, then we are just absolutely done for. Did you actually suggest this as a genuine suggestion, John, or was it to see me epically fail? 5.2 the gap already. I am pushing and pushing, but just cannot gain much, if anything at all, to the leader. They just keep running away. This is not a short, shifty car either. The acceleration at the bottom of the gears is not that great. It really does rely on running the gears all the way out. Which is what we're going to do. We're going to have to absolutely drive the legs off this thing, or drive the wheels off this thing. Ah, just maxed the gear out there. Come on, we were on a good run out there as well. Unfortunately not, John. This will have to be the last one. Look at this. We're just losing time to the... This is awful on a straight line as well. How shocking is this in a straight line? Even the Porsche's out dragging us. Look at that. We've lost... Wow, nah. No, we've lost way too much there. Not even enough to make this remotely feasible. Look at this, everyone's catching up. We're just going to absolutely drop back through the grid. I don't think that first lap there was particularly bad, but just... the acceleration of third through to fifth is tremendous, but it's the only part of this gearbox that I like. After that, it sort of falls to bits. It's not even that stable through there either, to be honest. Oh, Danny's gone. Right, this might be the gift that gives us the podium, albeit temporarily. James May makes a mistake. Look at that, the Porsche just gaining 10th over 10th over 10th. Barely even going to reach 170 here, I think. We just clip 170. I was mildly optimistic at the start of the race. I thought, oh, look at this. Look at this. It's interesting in the points and moments in time where we are gaining to the leader. That could be quite good, but no. Right, unfortunately for this one, it is a case of just trying our very best to hang on. So those races are never fun. Our actual lap time, I think, is going to be pretty naff. We've got to do all that we can. Look at this, some cars are up to like sort of mid 160s here. You see there, 10th, 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 10th. The guy behind me gaining there. Six seconds the gap now. Normally we're trying to count that down. We're counting it up. Although 5.9.5 now. Catch that comment in a second, Shadow. I will do my very best to make sure I read it in the race, if I can. Duffer of a car, yeah. It definitely is. Look at this, we got nothing on the straight. Alpine Alonso is going to absolutely fly past us. He was 8/10 away. He doesn't even need a slipstream. He doesn't even need a slipstream. And us even in the slipstream here, we might get up to, well, we do 170. We've got no choice but to... In fact, you can see there, the acceleration that we've got from third gear, because we just caught right up to the back of the Supra, which is the quickest car in a straight line. So you can see the sort of little party trick that this car has. So there will be certain tracks that this car will be mega for. That's something to bear in mind for us, really. There'll be some tracks that this car really, really suits, but... There, look at that. We closed. Look at that! In some respects, it's quite impressive, but it doesn't really help us in a race like this, you see. There, look at that. It's not a traction thing either. Don't think that that's just, oh, it's better out of the corners, because it's actually worse. But third gear, for some reason, just the gearing ratio that it's got and the acceleration through there. Look at that! When you're racing behind people, it makes you think, actually, this car's mega. As soon as you're maybe trying to put in a quali lap, you go, oh, actually, no, it's not. Right, we're now just basically racing the Supra, but we can't even call it racing because we are just always going to sit behind him. Oh well, maybe not. Commentator's curse working in my favour that time. To be honest, I was just going to say there as well, like the cornering speed of it as well is not particularly fantastic. It does tend to understeer quite a bit. He's going to go for that now. Oh, Janssen, great move. Right, we got yellow flags. I think if we end up on the podium, it will be through the mistakes of people up ahead. Because at the moment we're just going to keep dropping back. Starting to see a lot more people go for the Porsche now because it's just across both weathers as well. Dry and wet, it is the better car overall. So much more reliable, more consistent. Yeah, it depends if the podium runners are no-stoppers, but you can easily no-stop in the Porsche. You can very easily no-stop in the Porsche. Whereas look at our fuel now. We've got 50% fuel and we have 50% bang on. And we haven't even started the fourth lap. We're nowhere near halfway through this race. the risk then as well for us, because we are pushing like crazy, is of course it's so much easier to make a mistake. Which, if anyone's tuning in for the first time here, I make a lot of. It's weird though, because as a car to drive, like, I've quite enjoyed it. I've quite enjoyed the Hyundai. It's quite nice, but it's just not quick. It's pleasant, but it's not quick. Yeah, that's it. If you're going to do a no-stop, you sort of have to pick the best car to do the no-stop. If you're going to do the no-stop, you have to pick a car that is best off being short-shifted and is actually quicker, because then you're also saving the fuel. That's right. The problem you've then got in a car like this, and the Vantage and a couple of others that we tried throughout the week, is that you just got to push like an absolute lunatic to even make the race worthwhile. Go, go, go! Right. Herein lies the issue with our race. We wanted the podium. We wanted P3, P1 and 2 on our 35 seconds up the road. We have to pit in this particular car. And now we're also P8. So not only do we have to make up a load of time, but even if we did make up all that time, we have to get past 5 positions. Literally not a drop of rain. I really could have done with it this race, I think. Yeah, still slower than P1. Yeah, exactly. How painful is that? Exactly. Like, and I love the game. I love Gran Turismo, and I love, you know, pretty much everything about it. I love these combos. I love the daily races. I love everything. But there's some cars that just never get a chance to be raced, and then I think because nobody races them, like, they don't get looked at. And there's cars like this, for example, where the car itself's really quite nice to drive. Third gear and second out of the corners is a little bit feisty, but most Group 3 cars are, let's be fair. But it's just never going to get the chance to actually be raced, and that is what does limit you. As soon as you know you've got a track with straight lines, you go, right, we're in the Supra. As soon as you know you've got a track with sort of medium and high speed corners, whatever, you think, right, well, we're in the McLaren. You know, as soon as you see a track and you spot the patterns of and characteristics of certain cars, you go, right, that car for that track, that car for that track. And we have had some races, let's be fair, the past couple of weeks. The new physics update initially did start to see loads of different cars in the lobbies, but I think the problem with that is everyone was working out which car was which. Everyone was getting used to the new physics. Even if everyone said, look, the Merc is quicker on this particular track, whatever daily use we had, or the Supra, or the Audi R8, whatever car it is, people would have gone, actually, I'm a bit quicker in this at the moment. And everyone would have taken their time to try and learn. You know, it takes people a while to get used to it. I feel like we're used to the physics update now. And I think most people probably are, for those that have played it quite a bit. And that's why, again, we see the same cars once we come to the end of a week. Now, the Nurburgring is slightly different because it's such a big track. It's such a big challenge. You probably do have to be in a car that you're comfortable with. But overall, I think it's been decided by majority of the world on all of these lobbies here that the Supra and the Porsche are just the cars for this particular track. Right, luckily we've got ourselves a slipstream here. Few and far between in this race. Still 37 seconds off the lead. That's awful. That is just awful. Oh, here we go. P1 into the pits. Oh, P2 into the pits as well. Who knows? Who knows what's happening? They have absolutely rinsed the fuel mine, let's be fair. Right, maybe it's judging by that pace they haven't been fuel saving as much. It's hard to directly compare being in a car that we haven't driven yet. And the Audi R8 going in. Alrighty, alrighty. Not too bad then. About to see though just how big a gap Janssen, for example, has. Look at that. He's been in, done his pit stop, and he's still come out 7 seconds up the road. And that's despite us doing a lap against him on a different strategy, on a fresher set of tyres, and probably still pushing way, way more, because we were absolutely nailed on guaranteed that we had to come in, so we were pushing as much as we could. Like, in terms of fuel, he still had to fill fuel up quite a bit. 7 seconds up the road is the gap, and that there's the top four, look, which is all of the Porsches. So exactly what we've just been saying. Porsches are Supras for this track, and the top four we all know, are running the mighty 911 RSRs. Hit twice there. Yeah, John, we got a logo. I'll send that through to you. That'll be a good idea. Some shameless self-promotion. That'll be class, that. I have to do an all-purple car. That's our logo colour. Brand colour. Right, P1, James May, definitely starting to fuel save, I think. Look at that, he's just so much quicker, this guy. So much quicker in a straight line, that car. Whatever car he's in, I don't even know what it is. It's the Nissan. first crash of the race. First crash of the race, I think. Oh, we were doing well. We were doing mighty well, actually, to have not binned it, despite pushing as much as we were. There we go, and that is that race absolutely finished. What a sad, sad way to end the week. Last at the Nurburgring. Ugh. I think that's that one done, I'm afraid. I think that's that one done. Oh no! What a devastating way. Yeah, we were doing well-ish, but we were, you know, I suppose we were always losing time, regardless of just the fact that we hadn't binned it, but yeah, we were always losing time there, I think, which is a bit of a shame. Nightmare. You can't end on that. Unfortunately, I'm afraid. I think we will be. Bugger. Don't take it personally. I actually thought, genuinely, I thought, oh, this will be a mega one, actually. I really didn't think that the car would be... In fact, actually, do you know what, right? The car wasn't that bad. It's just when it gets beyond or up to sort of... From third gear to sort of middle of fifth gear, the acceleration is absolutely tremendous. As soon as it gets to the second heart of the second phase of fifth gear, if you like, it just doesn't move. It's like, it almost feels like it's slowing down. So, yeah. Right, I'm just seeing what Layla's doing. 2 minutes. Right, what car would we do? Yeah, Porsche to finish, actually, I suppose. I suppose we'd have to, wouldn't we? She'll be fine. Time for an oil change. Jose saying, Porsche. Going good. Catch you later, buddy. Thank you so much for tuning in, sticking around. Really, really appreciate that. Very, very kind. Right, we're doing one more. We're doing one more. Right, but we do the Porsche. Let's be sensible. One more. I've been convinced. It doesn't take much. Right, let's see if we can set. Let's do one lap of the ring. Let's see if we can set a quicker qualifying time. Right, get your guesses in. Final chance to play our t-shirt game, as we call it. If you guess correctly, our quali lap, we're going to get one lap in here. And if you guess the quali time exactly correct, it doesn't have to improve our actual quali time, just the lap that we're going to set now. If you get it correct, all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt from the merch store. 752 666 John saying. Right, I'm going to go aggressive here. If we bin it, we bin it. We just have to not care. First time doing a quali lap in the Porsche. This is probably the car that we should have been in for most of the week. Go. Should have been in second there. You always forget just how much acceleration and range we get out of second gear. Look at that. That was the Genesis maxed out at this speed. Almost overcorrected that there. Oh, I hit the grass there. Oh, we lost a bit of time there. Right, this feels like an alright lap so far, you know. Doesn't feel too shabby at all. Yeah, exactly. When you're 8 miles an hour slower than the Porsche, exactly. Oh, big moment. Go, 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 go. Right, what's the bet that the next lap... this next race, what's the bet that we have the most torrential rain that we've ever had? And for all that this Porsche is mega, I'll be honest, I don't think I've driven it in the wet yet, because the time that we did actually try the Porsche, it did turn out to be a dry race. No worries, John. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, we done the Renault in the rain. We did that in VR yesterday as well. The Renault. That was the car that we. That was the car we went for. Oh, brick. I thought I braked a bit too late now. It's not going to be a new best lap, I don't think. Tell you what, that Renault was rapid though. Yeah, 7:52. Can you imagine? If only. If we managed to do that with no mistakes. How far off were we there? We were actually 2 seconds off the pace there, which is a bit mental. Considering that Renault's not the quickest in a straight line either, to be fair, but it's probably the car I've had the most luck with, I would think. Yeah, the Renault was probably the best car that we've done, to be fair. It just, in the race, that's the only thing, is that in the race it was too difficult, because as soon as anyone was behind you, then they got past in the straights. Even if you were behind them and you were quicker in the corners, you couldn't race them. Right, we got rain going to hit, I would almost say, end of lap 1. And I don't know whether that's going to be heavy enough for Inters or not. Right, let's go then. We don't have to worry about the fuel in this one because we are going to pit. Do, however, want to worry about brake balance, which is not the best thing to be doing as we go into turn 1. Try and hold that around the outside. Still try and hold around the outside. No, maybe not. Right, Danny in front of us here, who was mega quick in the last race as well. Final. This is definitely the final race. Final race of the stream of the week of this daily. For a long time before we'll see this come back up. Didn't actually see where did we start P5 or P4? We maybe already lost the position probably. Oh, Danny's gone. That is a nightmare, that. He's had a nightmare couple of races. An absolute nightmare couple of races. Right, that weather radar is definitely what we're watching, because I think this rain will actually hit end of this lap. Like, as we're still out. It'll hit the track. I don't think we'll actually hit rain. Potentially. I don't know how quickly it's moving across. Yeah, he's not got the greatest Wi-Fi, correct. Captain Slow on Captain Slow Wi-Fi. Got the podium. We're on the podium. Right, P1 was rapid quick though. Very quick. I think the race win is just not even like in the question here for how quick that guy actually is. And James in front of us here, to be fair, very quick also. Someone in the Supra. Say there's no way they would have. Oh, Street King, we've had some good races with him. The There's no way he was going to hang about there on the inside when the corner wasn't fully his. But I did think he was going to. Right, really important decision. Do we pit or no? Do we pit or not? It's only taking 2 minutes for that. Rain to close kind of half the distance. That rain will be on the track by the time we hit the bottom of the Nurburgring GP. Do we pit or not? I'm inclined to just do whatever the race leader does. He looks quick enough and experienced enough to know what to do. Probably not run off onto the grass while he looks at his phone either. Yeah, I think pit because the bigger patch at the bottom is darker blue, and I think that's definitely enough to trip you up on a set of slicks. That 100%. There you go, race leader in. We'll do the same. I wish we didn't have to. I wish we didn't have to, but we'll go on to. Oh, I don't know what he's going to go on to now. We'll try and see his decision. Oh, we won't know until he comes out, will we? Have to go in as really. We'll refuel though. Go. Oh, he's gone on to the full wets. Might have maybe made a mistake. There's someone gone. Right, we're still in P3 then. Still the same gap to James May in front. Got a drive by by that water meter at the bottom, to be fair. We're here in heavy rain and then lifting, but it is actually dry in some spots. Is that the race leader that's gone? Looks like it is. Yeah. He's got a very slow and painful lap of the Nurburgring ahead of him. To be fair, I did very nearly consider it, you know. Right, race leader's definitely going to pull some gaps because he went to full wets. So I think for the time being he's going to be on the better tyre. Only at the very end of the race I think we'll probably benefit on the inters. We've just got to be really careful around here now. What a move. Street King, what a move. Very good. Don't know if he's on wets, but he's got the straight line speed of that Toyota initially. And then the bravery of Michael Owen to just give it a go. Just need to watch this rain. We might just get away with inters for this race, and the race leader is on the full wet tyres, so hopefully this benefits us. Yeah, good stuff that, good stuff. Completely dry here. No intermediate slick tyres needed here. Look at this. No inters or wet tyres suited or required at the carousel. Which means that we are definitely going to close to the leader quite a bit there. Right, we want to end the week on a high on the podium. Imagine if we did get the race win. Last race of the entire week. Make sure we get that one. I think James May must be on wet tyres, on the full wet tyres. The Inters obviously at the moment proving to be better for this second half of the lap. Now we wish that we were on slicks. A pit stop halfway around the Nurburgring would be very helpful. Trying to just do our best to look after the tyres. As he slides at 90 mile an hour. Right, here we go. Bit of water now. This is where we be careful. This is where the wet tyres might start to be the better choice. However, he will have damaged his wet tyres so much on that lap, on those couple of sectors in the dry. He'll have taken a lot of life out of them. Get through this big blue patch here now. Once we get out of that, we're absolutely dead set for Inters. But right now, wet tyres are the right choice, or the right tyres to be on. Trying to see which way that rain's actually going. Because right now it's wet tyres and nothing but wet tyres. Will it drop back down to a level that suits the Inters? The race leader is now going to run away with it a little bit. So he now absolutely is on correct tyres. That's a big puddle. That's what unsettles the car there. Oh, good move. Jonathan. Poor racing. Ah! Whenever there's an off like that, you're always thinking, please be the race leader. Never is though, is it? Does that say Ruthless in chat? Good evening, hope we're all good. Welcome, welcome. We've been on this race all week, and this, right now, is going to be the last race of not only the stream, but the last attempt of this daily combo this week. He's almost lost it. A big tank slap of that one, wasn't it? Right, we've gone past one more. There we go. This is the podium here. And Street King, P2. Come on, we want to catch these two now. But at the same time, we don't want to bin it. Right, if he wanted to as well now, he's created such a gap by being on the wet tyres at the right time that he could actually drop down onto the inters now. He's pretty much got a free pit stop. So it has been the correct decision. Yellow flags ahead. Will it be the race leader? Probably not. Made that mistake so many times that I should have been expecting that. Right, here we go. This is where we start getting back, hopefully, in the next 3 laps to what would have been intermediate tyre driving. However, 27 seconds now to the leader, excuse me, is a long way to go. So close to these two now. No way on earth is Danny catching up to us, look. Oh, we got 2 of them. We got 2 of them. Done so well to recover that. However, he's gone off the track there. Now, I didn't see him at all, and I don't know if I've blocked him there. But I think the 2 of them were side by side. I get the feeling one's pushed one off the track, but I hope I had nothing to do with that. Losing time to those guys up ahead now. The wet tyre is definitely the correct choice. I contemplated it for not long at all and thought, no, definitely the Inter. What a wrong decision that was. Oh, he's ran off. You can't have that. Dude, you can't have that. No, like, you really can't have that. He's basically pushed us wide to get past. Not deliberately, he was on the bottom level of the carousel, but then look at this. No, this is a nightmare. What a nightmare. Look at this. I think all these guys catching up now are the ones that have also chose the wet tyre, I think. What a nightmare. Well, we got ourselves a couple podiums at the start of the week. I don't think we're going to get ourselves a podium at the end of the week, though. Been hit, we've been hit. Yeah, that's that. Spun off there. Pushed. Tap, tap, yeah. Tapped a couple of times there. We should never have ended up racing with them, really. We should have just went on the wet tyres. Only now is it going to ease off a little bit. 2 laps here, but the race leader could easily pit and he wouldn't have anybody to worry about. It was actually that Donny GT that pushed us on that last one, I think. Oh yeah, so yeah, the Italian, yeah. Yeah. Someone just commented in the chat saying, so is everyone on full wets or am I actually just that bad? I'm feeling his pain there. I think most of them must have gone onto the wets, I am guessing. Yeah. 2 laps to go though. Right, we will start now, and we are gaining to the leader, which would mean that, considering he is so quick, anybody else that's on wet tyres, we should start to gain to now as well. This race, I would say, isn't over. For most of them, I've took a huff, but genuinely, it's still on the cards, I would say. Aha! Here we go, here we go. So now we know. Now we're starting to see that the Inters is paying off, but we only got a lap and a half left to go. That's what we wanted to see. A purple sector so far. Halfway around this lap, we have been the quickest so far. Come on. I think more people did go onto wet tyres than I'd even realised. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's it now, though. You're losing time all the way up this straight because of that. Clawing time back, sector by sector. Come on, look at this, huge group of cars up ahead, huge group of cars up ahead. Right, and CP4. Can we get the podium though? I think some of them might consider, if they are on full wet, some of them might consider a pit stop here. Ah, we've got Danny GT and then we got Donny GT. I thought I was getting confused with them. I was thinking we saw one of you bin that at the start of the race. How have you caught that up? There's two of them. Right, there's Danny GT and then further up there's the Italian, which is Donny GT. Oh, we don't need it, do we? Right, okay. Right, is the race leader going to come in? That's the question. He's got the gap. He's got the time to do so. In fact, actually, he's a minute ahead. He's already gone straight past the timing board, hasn't he? He's gone straight past the pit lane. Right, those two guys just nearly killed me there. They just nearly wiped me out, if you saw that on the radar. That was lucky. Still a big gap to close if we're wanting podiums, which I think are pretty much off the cards after we've been pushed to pass twice and sent into the wall on the second time. Right, so this Danny GT, I think, is the clean one. And then Donny GT, I think, is the one that pushed us off. Been hit literally 3 times there. 3 times into the same corner. It's actually unbelievable. Genuinely, I've had enough. Have you ever seen worse form? I think, to be fair, that was probably 2 of them going into each other, and then me included. There's one of them gone. Gone. I think that was the 2 of them scrapping again and one putting the other one into the wall, to be honest. Oh, he's pushed him off as well. He's pushed Street King off. Oh, and then Street King's hit us. Oh. Street King, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. Right, P5's here, I think, for the taking. If he's going to push him off as well, watch. Let's find out. Oh, he's almost binned it himself. Oh, someone else is going to push the pass. That was a proper shove, that. Honestly, this has been the only lobby so far this week where we'd say we're actually more disappointed in the sportsmanship of other drivers than we are my own ability. So far this week it's been awesome races, awesome drivers, great battles, and then the occasional mistake from me. But in this particular race, I think sportsmanship still needs addressing on Gran Turismo. No doubt about that. hope that we hit the Turk. Oh, we didn't. It's what I was aiming for, but never mind. Silly mistake at the end there. Just as we were saying, that's going to be a P9. Well, I feel like we should have had the podium there. If we just drove better and didn't make any mistakes. Oh, man. Well, honestly, though, overall, that's been a mega week of daily races. But I do think that that race there shows that sportsmanship still needs to be addressed. Twice we got pushed off there. One severely into the wall. And nobody giving the place back. Yeah. Somebody else pointing out this guy. That's it. Also, clown. I think he'll have gone by the time I write that, but there we go. I'm sure they hang about to watch people rinse them in the chat because they just want the attention. Yep, he's left. Frustrating one, that. Frustrating. I expected better from people. But there we go. Overall, a great race. Great combo. And hopefully, the Nurburgring Nordschleife returns in one way or another. And we don't have to wait as long as we did since the last time. I can't remember when the last one was, but... I think that was about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. Because I remember that we did like a 12-hour stream for it. We tried to stream continuously for 12 hours, didn't we? But yeah, a good while ago. But hopefully it returns. We'll be back on tomorrow, 7 PM, our usual Monday night slot for a new week of daily races. And so we'll be very much looking forward to that. I'm going to have to dash because we've squeezed in another one there, but we need to get back. So I will catch you all tomorrow night. Enjoy what is left of the weekend, all 1 hour and 2 minutes of it. And I will catch you all tomorrow for a new look at the daily races. Haven't seen what they are yet, haven't seen any clues, but we'll wait and find out. Catch you all in a bit. Toodles!